Okay, how many sequels, number twos in a series, are better than the first film?
I think you can count those on one hand.
Empire Strikes Back.
And maybe one finger.
Two Towers I always thought was better. Okay. But it happened again. The Hunger Games, Catching Fire.
They fought very hard in the games, Miss Everdeen. But they were games. Would you like to be in a real war?
The first film was perfectly able.
It was a setup film.
It was a setup film. It was dutiful. It was fine, but it wasn't anything brilliant. Catching Fire is pretty close to brilliant.
Yeah, well, yeah, except that it ends with no real ending.
Well, that was the problem with the book as well. It screeches to a halt after a quick wrap-up, but for 2.5 hours, you are really caught up in this surprisingly bleak, powerful tale of this futuristic dictatorship that forces its citizens to do horrible, horrible things.
I know, and this is a much more graphic representation of that. And then, as you say, bleak. It's not as fuzzy and just moving all the time and everything as the first one.
In a weird way, it's not as bloody as you might expect, and it's not. And the games aren't as violent, kid on kid.
But it feels more
that a lot of people were worried about with the first one. But it's much more pointed.
Yeah, it feels you're more invested, I think. Or something. I mean, maybe it's just because you know going in who these people are, and but it doesn't really, it still has the insipid teen triangle going on.
Yeah, but it's sort of pushed to the background. And actually, I think the difference here is you've got a director who's got a really good eye, a guy named Frank Lawrence, and he keeps the thing moving. He's got good actors, including Jennifer Lawrence. I mean,
she's now starting to really be at the top of my list.
Yeah, she grounds this character. But you've also got like Philip Seymour Hoffman in this version as the game master, and Jeffrey Wright and Amanda Plummer and other people showing up in
Amanda Plummer comes and you just smile. And Woody Harrelson's his great self, and all these supporting characters that are back. Stanley Tucci and his teeth.
Stanley Tucci should get an Oscar supporting actor nomination as sort of this day-glow Ryan Seacrest of the future in all his horror. It's a remarkably fun and scary performance,
which shows the range that you can have in this kind of movie.
And in a weird way, what I like best about the movie is happens before the games themselves, which come in about an hour in. You have this future dystopia that's really effectively horrible, and it really conveys what it might be like to live under in a totalitarian state. At the same time, all the stuff to doing with the games and the lead up to the games and the reality TV is very, very pointed and really makes some strong parallels to the ways we amuse ourselves today, in ways that don't hit you over the head but don't have to. So, surprise, Catching Fire. It's a good, strong film that leaves you hanging.
Yeah, it makes you want to see right away the third film, which is both its blessing and its curse.
Yeah, after 2.5 hours, you're like, okay, now we're ready to go on.
Yeah, you really are.
I
really want to see that third movie.
The hell with you, Hollywood, but thanks for this one. I'm Ty Burr.
I'm Janice Page.
For the Boston Globe.